Alright, so I got the car on lift. We're now in the step where we're going to tape off any plastics. So I'll tape off any of the trims. Painter's tape, this is 3M painter's tape. And now we can go into our 50-50 as well. We'll do a paint correction on one side and compared to the other side. Once we figure out that combination, we just throw the headphones in and we go to work. So let's go. Alright, so we finally got the whole car prepped and ready to go. Now, what I need to do is I need to do my test spot to make sure that the products I'm going to choose today are going to be effective and are going to give me the results which I am looking for. So the way we're going to do this is I've already taped off a piece of the fender right here. I chose to go on the back over here. It was a pretty flat panel, and so it was easy to work with. What I got as far as tools is I've got my Rupes 21. This is the big throw, great dual action orbital machine, or aka buffer. And then I've got my two products, color coded. This is for ease, so I don't have to think as much when I'm working. I suggest you do something like this if you have a lot of products. In this case, I know exactly what my greens are gonna be. I know my dark one gets more of the cut, and I know that my light one is gonna be my finishing, more of my polish. As far as for cutting, what we're gonna be using today is I'm gonna try both of these pads to start. This is a hard foam pad. Usually the orange are usually more of your cutting, your buffing pad, and then the other one is going to be a short microfiber hair pad. As you can see, they're both pretty aggressive. They both work well. The goal is to not be too aggressive. We start soft and lighter because we don't want to cut too much clear coat if we don't have to, because maybe it'll get the correction we're looking for already, and so we don't need to go too aggressive right off the bat. So we try and see which one works best, but we always keep preservation in mind, because clear coat in this car especially is one that we want to preserve. As far as polish, I'll try this Lake Country blue pad. It's a little bit harder by nature, but it's a great finishing pad. It allows to cut a little bit more and creates a little more friction, but gives a really nice finish. So let's try our test spot. Let's see what we get, and that'll tell us exactly what we need to do. Alright, so I did my test spot. I'll show you what it looks like. It actually looks really good. One thing I did find out though, microfiber pad, probably too aggressive. Paint transfer means I'm taking some paint off the car. I don't want this at all. So I'm gonna not go with this pad, I'm gonna go with one that's a little bit less aggressive. I think I'll still get the result I want, but let me just show you what I got so far. Alright, so we've finished the paint correction part, which took me approximately 10 hours. It was actually a lot faster than I thought, and the reason for that being is Acura's paint is just a little bit softer and it's easier to paint correct. So good in the sense that it corrects really easy, a little bad because it means it'll probably scratch really easy as well, which is what I'm trying to prevent when I'm going to coat it. So we've done the whole paint correction, two-stage on everything. The black obviously was harder to address, as you saw in the video. It just had a little bit more scratches, and it's just because it's black, so the scratches are naturally going to show more. So now the next thing to do is we need to decontaminate the entire surface. When I paint correct using my buffers and the products that I use, it actually deposits a little tiny layer of solvents that are in the compound in the product. So we need to get rid of that so that the coating will bind to the paint correctly and then really grab and hold. So we'll go through that process. Alright guys, we get the panel all wiped down. Now it's time to apply the ceramic coating. We're going to do 2 different layers of coating. The first one's going to be our Crystal Sturm Ultra 9-year by G Technique. This will be the top coat, the base coating. And this can work by itself alone. It's a great coating. It's an up to 9-year coating. Love this stuff. I had it on my old 4Runner. Works great. This is EXO. It's a topper, and actually it goes on top of the Crystal Sturm, so it's going to stack just like this. It's going to be paint, Crystal Sturm Ultra, and then EXO on top. This is going to give a lot more of the hydrophobic effect, which is the beading. If you ever watch detailing videos or ever seen any of our Yelo Autosports videos, it's when you get those nice little beads that just kind of sit on top of the paint. This is going to help in doing this. This is going to help in the sheeting, which means when you get a big sheet of water on top, it all comes down as one, that's sheeting. So by combining the two, we're getting the max efficiency of the coatings themselves. Like I said, this one by itself is great. You add the two, and you got a perfect combination to really keep a car looking real sharp. So we're gonna get going on that. Alright, so the full vehicle's been ceramic coated with Crystal Sturm Ultra and EXO. Now, I'm going to prep this glass, I'm going to polish this in the sides and the rear, and then from there we're going to coat the glass so it's hydrophobic. Going to make the water run off the glass. It's just easier to drive when you've got the coated glass, so let's do that. Alright, so we've pretty much tackled the whole exterior at this point, and now we're going to go to the interior. Now this car is pretty well maintained. The owners, prior to me, did a fantastic job in keeping the car clean. So we're not going to have too much to work to tackle, but there are still some things. As you can see, this is an ivory color interior, therefore it's a light color. It's going to show more scuffs, more of the dirt and stuff like that. So we'll steam things as required. We'll go pretty soft, not too aggressive on most of these things. These are original everything, so I want to preserve everything as best as I can and not damage anything. So we'll take it soft, we'll take it slow. We'll just vacuum, steam what we have to, and then we'll dress all the interior leathers just to protect them. All right, well, there it is. That's the whole process. Today is Sunday. I pretty much took at least 4 days to work on this car. We did a full paint correction, full buff. You saw all the steps, all the processes, and I kind of talked through them all. If you got any questions or want to find out more about anything that I did, please just leave them in the comments below. You can email us, yeloautosports@gmail.com. Just ask if you get a question, if you want to know why. There's no dumb question. That's what I'm here for, is to help answer those questions. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoy the content. Please subscribe to the page, to the YouTube, and make sure you follow us. Be safe, and we'll see you guys soon.